Hey everyone, alright, so it's time for another unboxing. This time it's Beverly Hills Cop II, the original motion picture soundtrack from La La Land. Now this is something I've been waiting a long time for, and fans of the Beverly Hills Cop franchise probably have been waiting, a lot of them, since '87 when the film originally came out, because of course we did get a soundtrack to the movie when it came out, but it was another one of those instances of it was a soundtrack just featuring the actual songs from the film, nothing in the way of music score, whereas this, recently released from La La Land, contains Harold Faltermeyer's music score for the film, which is a treat, and it's something I've been waiting a long time for. This is a limited edition of 3,000 units. It was released late last year, I think like November, December time, so pretty new. I only found out about this a couple of weeks ago, very much like when I found out about the Lethal Weapon soundtrack box set. That was just completely by chance, but again, snap that up, snap this one up. Also, I will say they've released the music score for the first film as well, Beverly Hills Cop. That's available. I only opted to get the soundtrack for Beverly Hills Cop 2 because that's my favourite one, but just in case you were wondering, the score for the first film is available from La La Land as well, and I know a lot of people have been wanting to get the score for the first one for a long time, wanting to get the film version of that Discovery music cue. Of course, there was like an album version of the Discovery released as the B-side to Patti LaBelle's Stir It Up single, but the actual film version is included on the music score for Beverly Hills Cop. But yeah, I only want to get the second one. It's got there's a lot of things about this music score I love, particularly the music cue when Rosewood, Taggart and Axel break into the gun club. But yeah, really pleased with this. This was in dollars, $20, and then of course shipping to the UK was another $15, so it was about $35 for this. And I think the cost for the Beverly Hills Cop music score is pretty much the same. Notably absent from the La La Land store is the soundtrack to Beverly Hills Cop 3, but I don't think anyone's missing that. But yeah, so I'm gonna break into this. I think this could be a 2-disc set, I'm not sure. But yeah, La La Land, for those of you who haven't heard of them before, it's a fantastic label. They've done a lot of great scores. As I mentioned, they did released the score for the Lethal Weapon series, a box set of the music from all 4 films. That was fantastic. I've done a video on that. They've done the expanded score for the likes of Black Rain, Tango and Cash, Big Trouble in Little China, which they've re-released to coincide with the 30th anniversary edition. Sorry, the 30th anniversary of the film. So that's what they've branded it as, the 30th anniversary edition of the soundtrack. And they've done a lot of other great stuff as well. Forever Young, Jerry Goldsmith's music score for Forever Young, they've released that. I think it was La La Land who released the Fright Night soundtrack finally, which again, been waiting years for, but they've done a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of great stuff on their website, so if you fancy looking at that, check it out. Okay, so let's get this together here. So actually, I think, oh no, this is only 1 disc. This is just a 1-disc edition. I wasn't sure, but no, this is just a 1-disc. Let's have a look at the track listing. 36 tracks in total. and almost 80 minutes worth of music. You can see the inlay there. We've got Rosewood, Taggart and Foley, and on the back you've got Rosewood and Foley at the City Deposit. Yeah, this is very, very cool. And the booklet itself, again, you got Foley at the end. I think that might be from the climax of the film, where they're at the oil site. But yeah, the notes, it looks like a pretty decent sized booklet, and I think there's comments from Harold Faltermeyer himself in there, you know, not just talking about the process of writing the music for this, but there's all sorts of like stills from the movie, a couple of others there, all throughout. But yeah, this looks really, really good. Of course, Beverly Hills Cop 2 is my favourite of the trilogy, so I'm really thrilled to get this because it's such a great music score as well. The music of the Beverly Hills Cop films, especially the first two, has always, you know, is one of the highlights of those films. So to finally get a decent soundtrack, because even the soundtrack that the first film got originally, when that came out, very, very disappointing. So to finally get these, it's certainly not before time. But yeah, so I'm really pleased with this. And like I say, I can't wait to have a good look through it and listen through all the tracks. So in addition to the music score, there's one little thing I would like to address. In addition to the music score, we've got included some of the songs from the film, like we've got There's Got to Be a Better Way by James Ingram, that's on there. We've got Shakedown, of course, the main title song. Also a nice touch, they've included that song Bad Guys, which, if you remember, they took like the music cue that plays over the opening, you know, the Adrianos bank robbery. Not bank robbery, it's a jewellery store, isn't it? That music cue, you know, they took that and it's like a vocal version, you know, they made a song from it. So we've got that included. I think previously that was only available on vinyl. Yeah, so you got that, you got Shakedown, you got Better Way by James Ingram. There was one glaring omission from this I noticed, because of course you look this up on the website, it's got the full track listing on there. There is one glaring omission that I was really disappointed. They have not included Hold On by Ketta Bill, and apparently that's never been released anywhere. Now, I don't know whether it could be because of some sort of rights issue, but yeah, I was so disappointed they couldn't have even got it for this release, because it's a great song. You know, the song that plays when Rosewood, Taggart and Foley go to the Playboy Mansion? Unfortunately, that isn't included on here. And even on the, I think even when they released that other soundtrack for this movie, which just had these songs used, I think they did include a version of Hold On as part of that soundtrack, but it was not the Ketta Bill version. So that's never been officially released, I don't think. So there must be some kind of rights issue here. But yeah, that's probably my only fault with this, but apart from that, man, I'm really pleased with this. So yeah, in case you didn't know yet, this is available now on La La Land, on the actual website, for $19.99 plus shipping. I'm really pleased with it, and of course, you know, the soundtrack to the first movie is available as well. If you've been looking for this, I think, you know, and of course, the soundtrack to the first film, like this one, is limited edition. But yeah, if you've been looking for this, go check it out. And that's the thing about La La Land. I think they also released the Roadhouse soundtrack as well a couple of years back. But this is the thing. You can just click on there and they might have something coming out, you know, that you've been looking for years. Like exactly the same thing happened to me with this, and as I've said, Lethal Weapon. Just, they're a really great label, and they also always do such a great job of compiling the soundtracks and remastering them. And like I say, we've got a pretty extensive booklet included here as well, with shots from the film and some nice stills from the film. Yeah, it's really, really, really good. So that pretty much brings this together. I can't wait to get into this thing. So yeah, just short of 80 minutes in runtime, 36 tracks. Yeah, really, really can't wait to listen to this. It's very, very cool. So that wraps this up. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found this interesting, and hey, if you fancy getting a copy, you go ahead, guys. I'll tell you what I'll do. In the description box, I'll post the link to this one, and also to the soundtrack to the first film as well, if you'd like to check it out further. But yeah, really pleased with this. And shipping time, this took less than a week to arrive, so yeah, shipping was a bit pricey, $15, but yeah, pretty fast shipping time. So really pleased with that. So yeah, that brings this to a close. Really pleased with this. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me talk about it. Again, shame that the Kettlebell song wasn't included, but again, if it's a rights issue, which it may well be, what the hell can you do? I mean, that's what kind of leads me to believe that it might be, because La La Land, they're pretty reputable now. You know, so you'd think, well, if there was ever going to be a label that, you know, if there was a way currently, La La Land would have found a way. You know, so again, all we can do is hope that something eventually changes down the line, and they might finally release the Kettlebell song. But I don't know, man. Which is such a shame, because it's a great song. But yeah, that's my only little gripe with this soundtrack. But apart from that, hey, flat out. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll make sure to post those links in the description box so you can check it out if you fancy. But yeah, that brings this to a close. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.